So what I want to ask you is, what's your favorite meal?
I grew up in New Jersey in a community that was a third Jewish, a third Irish Catholic, a third Italian Catholic. And my parents, despite being Irish, used to cook a lot of Italian food. You know, like spaghetti Bolognese.
Oh, forget about it.
Is something, that I like. My wife, Gabby, even more so. If we go to a restaurant and there's Bolognese on the menu, she's getting it. Almost no matter where we are.
Yeah, I was wondering if your experience in space, has that changed your view of food?
Well, the food isn't great. I mean, it's edible. I think if you got it at a restaurant, you'd send it back. And then the Russian food, which we sometimes eat, it all kind of tastes the same. Like the chicken and vegetables taste the same as the lamb and potatoes.
Is there, of all the different kinds of foods you've had in space, is there a favorite?
Shrimp cocktail. You got to let it rehydrate for a long time, otherwise it's way too crunchy.
When a president threatens you and your colleagues
in
the Senate and the House with execution, just for reminding troops that they have the right to refuse unlawful orders, what does that really say about the kind of country that we're in today?
Well, I mean, it says a lot about this president. We said something that was lawful and true, and we said basically follow the law, and the president says, kill them. Hang them, execute them, prosecute them. It says a lot more about him than it does about, I think, the country. I don't think the country is in the place we're in right now, absent Donald Trump. I mean, I think he, by brute force has pushed us to a place where we've got rising political violence. That's unprecedented in our country's history. A president saying that members of Congress should be executed. And a lot of people say, well, it's just Donald Trump.
There's too much of that.
There's too much of it. There's
Too
consequences.
much of that normalization, saying, oh, it's just a drunk uncle at their
And then I'm the guy that's getting investigated. They're investigating the wrong person. His primary motivation was likely to get us to shut up. And for me, it's going to have the opposite effect, because there is no chance, no matter what he does, that I stop talking about this. This has become a bigger thing. And it's really about freedom of speech and First Amendment rights of every American to speak out against the government when, we don't like what the government is doing.
If you could talk to young Floridians who feel cynical about politics and say nothing ever changes, what would you tell them about why this works?
Well, first of all, things do change. It's gotten a lot worse in our country. The polarization, the kind of them versus us attitude, that has gotten much worse. I was just looking at some polling data about how people view government and whether or not they feel government works. Well, if they're in that, 83% where they don't think it works, people should do something about it. They should get involved. It's not going to get better if we have people retreat.
Now, you've been through combat missions, you've been through space missions, you've been through the recovery of your wife. What a remarkable person she is. These attacks by this administration, by the president on you, where do they rank in the challenges that you faced in your career?
Well, I've had challenges more significant than this, and that's why I imagine the president and the people around him think that, ooh, this is like a big, scary deal for me. It's not.
Did Gabby have anything to say about this?
Well, when I read her Pete Hegseth's tweet about me being investigated under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, she just started laughing. Because I think she knows he's a joke. She also knows that I'm not backing down from these jokers. However, because of the threats against me now and her, the threats against her life have gone up as well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But because of that, we've got to have more security, so we have to take this seriously.
Understood.
Yeah. Well, Slade, let me ask you, do you have any advice for the president?
Well, I would tell him to be kind and wash his behind.
Well, that makes sense, because if you've ever seen what Adam Kinzinger has said about being in the Oval Office with the president, I understand why you would give him that advice.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, Senator. Appreciate your time so much.